Oh, that'll work. This is Nessyp of Nessyp Entertainment. We are here at the Florida Future Factory. I have a hard time with those three F's at one
Well, you
time.
can say F3 Creative Labs.
Okay, see, now that's going to be hard for me to remember. That is so bad.
F3.
F3, okay, I could do F3. Yeah,
F3.
F3. Okay, so we are here with Mr. David Yocum. And David is kind of the brains behind all of this, right?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Okay, so David, tell me what's going on today.
So today we're actually having a little event for Star Citizen and Cloud Imperium Games. They have a live Citizen Con going on out of England right now, so we're actually live streaming that on the big screen behind us, and then we have different simulators and different simulated environments and things for people to see and explore and learn about that software program.
Okay.
But there's so much engineering and development that goes into that. It's just a really interesting thing to get people to understand how much goes into computer generated environments and simulation, and just it's fun too because it's a video game, you know.
All the
So
way across.
yeah. So we got food and all kinds of stuff. It's great. Yeah.
I have had the opportunity to come over here for a couple of times, and this place has transformed into something amazing. So,
Slowly but surely, yeah.
okay,
yeah.
so you're talking about possibly having a program for children. Is that right?
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to cross-pollinize industries to spark innovation. And then if you think about the way of education, through an education you're not guaranteed experience, as where through experience you're guaranteed an education.
Okay.
So if I'm able to bring kids and adults that want to broaden their horizons and change their career path or discover new things to this facility to where they can see, you know, all kinds of computer technology, 3D printing, engineering, a lot of aviation stuff, because that's where a lot of our kind of enthusiasm came from, was in aviation and motorsports technology.
Okay.
So through that, I'm able to supply resources and a lot of tools and equipment. A lot of people think they're toys, but why not use it for educational purposes? Because with toys, you're interested in that, right? So you're going to play with it, right? So if you play with this kind of tech, you're going to learn something. You're going to create something, possibly spark new ideas and just new innovations, right?
Right.
So as an individual or a group, for example, homeschooling, they don't have a lot of opportunities to where they can work with groups. So I want to open up some programs for homeschooled individuals to where they'll come here, they'll have the tools and toys to use and you know, use to their advantage to basically broaden their horizons. And then we'll do programs for public school systems to have field trips for kids. And then I'm going to be starting up the Future Factory Foundation, which will be a 501c3 dedicated to raising tuition for kids and adults that want to change their career path and follow their dream. And then we'll be able to raise money for projects and do things for the local community. And hopefully one day we can stem this into other ideas all over the country, all over the world, to where, you know, old facilities like retail malls and places that have a lot of space that could be utilized for educational space, since they're not, you know, selling stuff anymore. So why not create things?
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, you are doing 3D printing.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you start doing that?
Actually, I was just interested in it because it was so cool. And next thing I know, I started implementing the concept of using 3D printing and prototyping to use in industrial applications for the aviation sector in simulation.
Okay.
To where I'm replicating a cockpit or a fuselage of a real aircraft, and instead of having to buy thousands of dollars worth of real aircraft parts or aluminum CNC'd machines, I was able to make and create out of, you know, very inexpensive plastics.
Okay.
And prototype and test before I even, you know, and sometimes the quality was good enough we could use it in the actual production.
Wow.
You know. So I mean, there's no limitation. You know, a lot of people come in here and say the sky's the limit. Well, I'm looking at space. So
Okay.
I don't know about sky. It's not the limit anymore. You know.
Okay, something that you said to me, and I'm hoping that I get this right. we're taking our attitude to another altitude.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
That's going to be David's thing, right? That's
Yeah,
going to be our
well,
thing
that
now.
because a lot of the inspiration in this facility is aviation based, but it's not all about flying. There's so many things behind the scenes. You have the ground crews and the maintenance crews and stewardesses and all these different jobs that are involved. It's
Yeah.
hospitality.
Right.
It's so much to where people don't realize that there could be an integral part of their participation in the aviation sector to where they could become a pilot one day through that experience. So, and I really like utilizing that. Like take your attitude to a new altitude because there's kind of a gap in some generations and in some cultures to actually harness bringing people together and kind of seeing how we can all help each other more so than push that guy down because he's doing better. No, let's all lift each other up. Like I've heard, rising tides lift all ships.
Yeah. I love
So
that idea.
yeah.
Okay, so we're doing gaming here, so I hope that you guys can still hear us. So, David, tell me, how would someone reach you if they wanted to create a program, work with the programs that you're working with right now? How do we reach you and go from there?
Facebook is really the easiest platform. The Florida Future Factory, we do have a Facebook page, and you can find us on Google, which has a lot of neat coverage as well. It's the Florida Future Factory on Google Maps. So yeah, we're here, and we're slowly getting ready to open 2020 to the public. But if you need any private information or want to set up a tour of the facility and kind of get a preview, before we go public, just contact me.
You guys, this is an awesome opportunity for everybody. I mean, not just women, men, children, everybody. If you want to take that attitude to another altitude, this is the perfect place to do it. So this has been Nessyp P with David Yocum here at the Florida Future Factory,
That's right.
F3,
Creative
F3
Labs.
Creative Labs. Here, back to you in the studio.